Hey, what's up? So in this video, we're going to do a little interview with my student Venom here, and she's gonna walk us through her journey with copywriting in college, and we hope to get some secrets. We hope to uncover some secrets from your journey that we can all apply and land copywriting clients faster. What do you say, Venom?
Oh, let's do this.
So yeah, Venom, tell me. So what does your journey look like? Where did you first hear about copywriting?
So I heard about copywriting probably June of 2023. June, August. Yeah, June, July, August. During those period, that's when I heard about copywriting. And yeah,
Yeah, wow.
I didn't really get into it. I waited until December because I was still studying. Even though I'm still studying now, but I waited a bit to get into it seriously.
Yeah, let me guess. You started from Andrew Tate.
It's
Yeah, let's just pretend.
everybody has gone through the same
Yeah,
journey. Like the real world, then you wanna find more things out there.
yeah. How was it like in Andrew Tate's course? Because when I was there, like the stuff was super beginner. Everybody was promising you're gonna get to 10K a month in like 90 days. There was even this little ebook I think from this Professor Andrew. Had you read that ebook?
Not really. I only attended the sort of trainings. I only watched those. I never read the ebook or anything. Bro, I was so broke. I only afforded like 1 month of membership, so I didn't go through a lot of things.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, it was remember we were talking about this yesterday. I was also broke. I had to skip the morning coffee so I can pay for the monthly fee. It was like insane.
It's,
So yeah,
yeah.
you joined the real world, the HU, whatever it was called then, and what happened after that?
After that, when I joined, it was around July. So I had to come back to school. So I was like, okay, fuck this. I'll eat when school closes, which is usually November, December. And I didn't do anything about it. I kind of went into other business models, but I was like, okay, no, let me just relax, go back to copywriting, and then I'll go deep into it in
Mm.
December. So
What business models did you try?
I went into, theme pages, Instagram theme pages. Do you know
Yeah, yeah,
those?
yeah, yeah. I've heard about them now.
Yeah, I did that, and I was like, okay, everything needs an investment. There's nothing that you can do for free. That's one thing I learned.
Hmm.
Okay, I was like, if I do theme pages, maybe I'll get money faster. But then I realized everything needs like a mentor. You need resources. You need to put in the time. There's nothing that
Hmm.
works in 3 hours, like they say. You know. So yeah.
Yeah, so there's no like business model where you can just sit there, sit on your couch, sit on your bed all day, wear pajamas, and just do 10 minutes of work a day and make like 10K a month. Is that possible?
Yeah, like no, it's not. It's not possible. Like it's
Hmm.
all a scam. I would say it's not possible.
Hmm. So yeah, you told me do the theme pages. Is there anything else you tried?
I did a little bit of forex, but I
Hmm.
didn't do much of it.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
wouldn't say
yeah. And
it's something I tried.
what about copywriting? What was the thing that like attracted you the most? What did you like most about it? Like, why did you stick with this and not something else?
The reason why I love cooperating so much, it's simply because I think I'm into stories. Like I love watching fairy tales, stories, writing stories. Even when I journal, it's like a story.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, I love writing, and this is about storytelling. Why not go for it?
Oh yeah, so you like the writing.
Yeah, I like the writing. I like stories. Even though you have to integrate it with selling and psychology, but overall, story emails they do
Mm.
best. So
Yeah, like the one you wrote yesterday, which was insane, by the way. One of the best story emails I've read ever. So, what was your experience with English, by the way, before you got started?
but
What was your
what
experience with English before you started copywriting?
English as a language?
Yeah, were you good at it? As good as you are now?
I wouldn't say that, but then I was always okay. Like even from primary, our teachers taught us in English, so it was
Mm.
it was a good language. Just that I didn't speak it as often as I do now.
Okay. So now you just develop a skill. So yeah, that's one question I wanted to get into. Do you think it's important, or do you think it's actually necessary for you to be a native English speaker to make money with
I don't
copywriting?
think so. Not. No, not at all. It's not necessary. As long as you make sure that when it comes to your copy, you keep things like good, such that everyone from around the world can actually read and understand what you're saying.
What are some ways
That's
for you to do
basic.
that? What are some ways for you to do that in your copy?
Hmm. I think you could use. I'm not sure about the name of the app, but you're the one who suggested it, where
The
it
Hemingway,
grades your
Hemingway
writing.
app, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that one. You can link it in the description.
Yeah, if they pay
But
me, if
yeah,
they pay me only, I don't share the secrets.
yeah, you
Kidding.
can use that one. You can use AI like ChatGPT to for grammar. You can use Grammarly. Like it's not even a lot of work. Just write the basic email,
Mm,
follow the marketing, psychology, sales style, and you'll be
mm.
great.
Wow. Yeah, ChatGPT. Speaking of ChatGPT, what do you think about it? Do you think it's gonna replace copywriters in 2024, 2025?
Not at all.
Mm.
No, not anytime soon. AI is just starting out, so I don't feel like anyone should be scared like they're gonna lose their business or something like that. It still has a long way to go before it could replace copywriters.
Mm.
And that's like 10 to 15 years from now. I'm not sure, but it's still low. So
Mm.
don't be scared.
Do you feel like we can use AI though to write better copy and make more money?
I don't know. It's in between, depending on your writing style. But you definitely need to do the work even more. Even though you can give like ChatGPT a prompt of an email or sales page or whatever, you still need to edit it. You still need to like restrict like some words because it will
Mm.
give you some bot words that people might not understand.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
you need to have the
I think
skills. So you need to have the skills
yeah, you
to
do need.
use it.
Yeah, definitely. You need the skills. You can't really write with ChatGPT and expect results.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah. Do you think these copywriters who are watching these free courses have the skills to use ChatGPT or not enough?
I don't think it's enough because you need someone who's coaching you or mentoring you to like upgrade your skills such that it's not that as the same as ChatGPT because there won't be a point in hiring you if you only using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
You don't have the skills.
Yeah. I get you. I get you. So yeah, let's go back into your journey. So first of all, you discovered copywriting, you joined the Andrew Tate's thing, then you discovered about theme pages and stuff, then you decided to go back to copy. And what happened after this? What did your journey look like in the next few months?
My journey was like, okay, I always knew that if I had a mentor, I would get what I want faster. I would get results faster. I would close clients faster. That was always in my mind.
Mm.
Like even when I was at home, I thought, okay, you know what? I need to somewhat make money. Find a mentor who will guide me because doing things by yourself will take you years that you could save by getting a mentor who will guide you, upgrade your skills, and all of these things. And you
Mm.
also get to like network, meet people who are doing the same things as you. So
Mm.
that was sort of my journey.
When did you get your first mentor?
You are my first mentor.
How long into your journey did you find me? Did you reach out to me?
I started in December. I'll say I started in December because that's when I did outreach. When I joined HU, I did not even outreach to anyone. I was so scared. I didn't have an account, bro. So I started in December and I joined your program, I think, around May.
Mm-hmm.
No, June actually, starting of June. Yeah, so it's probably like 6 months or so.
Mm. And what about clients? Did you land any clients?
Oh, yes, I did. Within a month of being in, yeah, after a month or within a month of being in your mentorship, I got my first client, which was amazing because we only hopped on one call. I closed her on that very same call, and the results were amazing. I made her like a lot of money, I would say. Okay, money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What did you close her on? Can you tell everyone here?
It was We started off at 1.2 and then we upgraded to 1.5 to do extra things like tech management, CRM, and all of that
Mm,
stuff. And we're looking
1.5k a
to do
month.
more. And
1.5k a month, right?
yeah,
Wow. How much time are you working for her a day?
not even a day. I would write like a bunch of emails and then I give her, and then we distribute it over 2 weeks. So I wouldn't even do like work in a day or so, unless if there's something I need to fix, which would take less than an hour usually, So it wasn't a lot of work.
So how much time in a month, let's say? How many hours a month?
A month, I would say maybe less than 10.
Less than 10 hours? Wow.
Yeah, because writing a few emails, it doesn't take a lot of time.
Wow. So that's $150 an hour. That's your hourly rate. Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's impressive. Uh, can you sell the lifestyle? Like, not the lifestyle. Like, can you sell the difference between having clients versus not having clients to the copywriter watching this, so they can get motivated?
I don't know. When you have clients, I think the work becomes a lot more easier. Like when you don't have clients, you don't see any replies on your Instagram. It's hard to wake up in the morning and just keep DMing strangers who
Yeah.
you want money from and all of these things. But once you land clients, it becomes easier. You can do some of the things that you like, even if you can't afford to fly to Dubai, but you can definitely go out with your friends, have fun, eat steak, do nice things for yourself, for your family members. So that's the lifestyle, man. It's nice. Like, even now that I'm at school, I'm enjoying my life. I'm doing things that I want. Sometimes I miss classes because I want to go out, and I can do that.
Yeah, the lifestyle of a copywriter. That's the best lifestyle. I could never imagine myself doing something else. I could never imagine myself working for, like, here in my country. People, do you want to know what's the hourly rate if you're like a waiter or waitress or something? It's like
Yeah.
4 euros an hour.
Oh, really? I feel like it's the same here.
Isn't that crazy? Right now you're making around 40 times more than the average worker per hour. If you think about it.
That's insane.
Like, isn't it insane when you're putting it in this frame?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Wow.
Like I'm only 20 and I'm making more money than most average people or 35-year-olds, I would say, in my country. So
And it's just 10 hours a month. Like, imagine this. Most people, to make 1.5k in your country, actually in my country, you're gonna tell me if it's your country too. So for somebody to make 1.5k a month in my country, they will need to go through at least 4 to 6 years of education in college. Then they would start probably working at like 1k a month, and then they could find a better job to get at 1.5k a month after like a decade. In total, when you put in college, this and this, 10 years to get to 1.5k a month. And they would have to work for 8 hours a day, 6 days a week.
wow.
And you're making that
I feel like it's
in
the
like
same.
you're making that in like 9-10 months, 20, just 10 hours a month. Is it?
Wow. I actually never looked at it in this way. I'm like, I need more money.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. A lot of times when I'm not really scaling the way I want to, it's like I look back and I'm like, why are you really feeling this way? And I think about these people and I'm like, okay, I'm making 10 times more than them, working even less than them,
Yeah.
and while I'm doing whatever I want with my life. So now it's not the best to compare yourself to people who are below you. You need to compare yourself to people who are above you. That's how you're growing.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's cool to compare yourself to people below you so you know that you're on the right path and you're already ahead of them. Because when you make the same amount of money for a while, you start to get, why am I not growing? I'm not doing as well.
Yeah, that's me. Like, I'm also feeling that a bit.
Yeah. What about landing your second client? How's that going for you?
It's going pretty well. but I would say I'm lagging when it comes to following up with people. That's probably it. But it's coming all right. I might land a client in the next few weeks. Yeah, that's how
Oh
it's
yeah,
looking.
I remember about that
And
client.
right now,
Yeah, go on, go on.
I'm looking to charge anything. The lowest I can go is 2.5, and everything else will be like 3K upwards. That's my rate for now because I'm so busy. I don't have time.
Wow. So fucking proud of you. So could you imagine? Let's think about this. Back in May, when you were in the mentorship, you had no idea what you were doing. Could you have imagined that you would be making, like, your lowest rate would be 2.5K a month? Could you have imagined this?
Bro, I was even trying to close people for 500 per month. So no.
Wow. Isn't it crazy how fast you can change your entire life?
Yeah, it's insane. You actually look at it now. It's like, oh, okay, we did that.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
What about when you first landed your client? Let's think about this. Let's think about this. You're on the sales call. You pitch your price. The client says yes. How do you react then on the call?
Actually, I was not pitching for 1.2 at first. I was telling her it's gonna be 1.7, and she was like, "Can we do 1,000?" And I was like, "Okay, let's do 1.2," and that's how it went down. Right now, that's my strategy. I pitch a high price so that when they degrade it, it's even higher.
Yeah. You're price anchoring them. I did that too with one client.
Yeah.
It didn't work out though.
Mm-hmm.
I pitched them like,
Oh, really?
it was really crazy because I wanted to get rid of the fear of pitching high prices because I had this limiting belief that I wasn't worth that much money. And so what I did is one day I just hop on a call and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be 7.5K a month.
What are you saying?
Oh, yeah, I basically told them, what is it?
What were you pitching? Was it sales? What?
Yeah, I pitched them done for you copywriting, everything. Like, I take over their entire marketing, I do everything, they make sales. And so I even told them, oh, this is just gonna be 2 to 3 sales of your high ticket program. so I can, connect it to something so I can justify the price, kind of. This is what you wanna do. So I pitch them 7.5K, they tell me, oh, I need to talk to my team, this and this. And you know what happened. I never heard back.
So do you think that's how it usually goes? If someone says, okay, I'll look at it, I want to talk to my team, or okay, let's get on another call. How does it usually go down?
Yeah, the
They
thing.
just ghost you?
Yeah, probably when you just pitch the highest prices, when they tell you, oh, I need to talk to my team, this and this, they probably, like 99.9% of the time, they just don't want to hire you. You probably didn't present yourself as an authority, or you did something on the sales call that lowered your authority. It's in either one of those two things. Because they get on a call with you, they know you're gonna pitch them something. They're not stupid. So they're looking to buy. If they wouldn't be on the call if they weren't looking to buy. And so you did something that made them not wanna buy on the call.
That's insane.
That's how it works.
Could it be like something that you say, or what?
What do you say? How?
When you're referring to you did something on the call, is it like something that I said on the call?
Yeah.
Maybe the way I structured my services or the offer I gave them?
It's a combination of all those things. It's either something you said, the way you structured the offer, or the offer doesn't even work in their favor. Like, they don't see how it works. You didn't justify it enough. One is, here's the thing: you want to give them what they need, give them what they want, and then after you get them results, that's when you give them what they need, because it's easy for you to sell them something that they're already convinced of.
Oh yeah.
So
Makes sense.
that's why you want to ask them the questions so they can tell you what they want, and you scratch that, you find that, and that's what you pitch. It's easy if you know you want to buy, I don't know, fucking eggs. Let's say eggs. It's not easy for me to sell you eggs. You already want to buy them.
Yeah.
It's so easy. But what if you're vegan and I try to sell you steaks? Not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah. Or something else you did on a sales call that got them to view you as less of an authority is the way you speak. If you speak, because the thing is, people feel what you feel. So if you feel not as confident, you don't feel you can get them the result, even if you try to come off as confident and you try to put on this facade and try to do these tricks, it's not gonna work. They're going to notice. Like when you're speaking to someone, don't you realize how the other person is feeling?
Yeah, if they are not into the conversation, like you can tell it. If they're in a rush, you can tell it. If they are nervous, you can also feel it. So yeah, I get you.
Yeah. So yeah. Enough about me, Venom. Let's get back to you. So
Oh my God.
after landing your first premium client and being able to buy the steaks, not going to class so you can have fun, what would be some tips? Like give me your best 3 tips. 1 to 3 tips that you would give to the average copywriter watching this so they can land clients faster. What would you tell them?
The 3 best tips that I would give an average copywriter. The first one is focus on things that actually make you money. That's my number 1. If you're busy changing your bio every day or anything like that, that's not gonna bring money into your bank. So don't do that. Like, do it, but focus on things that make you money. And also assess yourself if whether you're being productive. I think you mentioned one of these things in one of your videos where you told us that you were always like in your room, staying there, not going out with friends or family, all of these things just to work. And you end up not working simply because you're gonna be there the whole day. I think a lot of people do this. They say, I'm putting in 18 hours, what, but they're not actually working. So assess whether you're being productive or not, or you're just fooling around.
It's like they're trying to flex how many hours they're working. That's what I've noticed with people.
Exactly. Yeah, so assess if you're being productive, efficient, and you're actually getting shit done instead of, I'm in my room, no, I didn't go out, I didn't do this. You're as good as going out if you're not doing anything while you're in your room. So that's one thing I would say. And the third thing is focus on premium clients. I cannot stress this enough, and it's also for me as well because I also get into that loop sometimes. I feel like, I'm gonna close her first, but she's not premium or he's not premium. So focus on premium clients. Even if it takes longer, it will be worth more at the end of the day. Because if you close someone for $600 in a week, or you close someone in a month for maybe 1.5 and is a retainer, and you like working with them, that's worth more than just a random someone.
Yeah, because if you put it at the end of the year, it's gonna be $18,000, whereas the other thing is the $600, and you won't even get them results. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you feel like you're not even a good copywriter, then you quit copywriting and
Yeah.
you never make money.
That almost happened to me, by the way, when I was working with beginner. Yeah. In the beginning, when I was working with small clients, it's insane that you never work with small clients. Actually, never work with small clients. So another question: what's the best copywriting niche?
Oh, that is a good one. There is no copywriting niche or niche to go to. I don't believe in that. I stopped believing in that actually. Just write for people who can actually pay for your services. That's what I would say. And don't try to stick to one niche because you might not be good at writing for that niche. Let's say you want to write for, I don't know, solar companies. You don't know about it. You're probably not going to make them as much money if you wrote for maybe a fitness influencer or someone like that. Or even if you wrote for a business coach, which you could do as well because you're into business yourself, So there isn't a niche, man. Just find clients who are gonna pay for your services. That's what I would say.
Yeah, premium clients and write basically for a niche that you would like. Okay, pretty simple. And what about the best outreach method? Is there such thing?
Why are you coming up with these questions?
Is there a secret outreach method, or is there a best outreach method? Which one?
There's no such thing. Like, I tried all of them. There's no best outreach strategy or method. But then there is like I wouldn't call it a strategy, but a way to go about it. You cannot say, "Hey, are you currently doing anything with emails right now?" Of course, they're not gonna respond.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Of course, they're not gonna respond. But you need to structure yourself like as someone who knows what they're doing. You cannot just be sending all these random emails or random DMs to people. They're not gonna answer.
What are some ways?
And there's no.
What are some ways you can do that without spilling the secrets? Of course, don't share the secrets.
What do you mean?
How can you present yourself as this authority?
Okay, first of all, you need to show that you are a human. That's what I would say. Like on Instagram, whatever you do, TikTok, Facebook, I don't know which platforms you guys use, but you have to prove yourself that, okay, you're actually a human being. You also have a life other than copywriting and, sitting all day at your laptop. You do other things in life. You have family, you have friends. That's what I would say. Yeah, that's the secret. Yeah.
That's a secret. Just being human.
Yeah, just being human.
Imagine that.
It's like,
Imagine that. Imagine the secret being a human, which is something you're supposed to just have inherently, just because you're born. You're born and you're human, and you have to teach people how to be humans. It's insane. Oh man.
yeah.
And one last question: what do you feel like is the difference between the copywriters who take action versus the ones who take action and not land clients? Like the ones who take action and land clients versus the ones who take action and they don't land clients.
I think feedback is the number one thing. If you don't have, even if it's not a mentor, if you can't afford one, but if you don't have someone who's doing better than you, reflecting on your work or looking at the copyright, your outreaches, anything that you do, you're not gonna land clients. Like you're gonna keep doing the same thing and you'll ask yourself, why doesn't this work for me? Why are people landing clients and why am I not? So the simple hack is just get a mentor, get a coach. That's the simple thing that you can do if you are someone who's already taking action but you don't see the results that you want.
Do you feel like when you got your first mentor, me, did you start feeling less stressed, less frustrated, and all this stuff?
Yeah, definitely. Like, man, I was depressed to say, but once I got you guys, like the community itself, it's just so alive, man. I feel like people actually understand what I go through. They know things when I ask questions, they can answer. When I feel stressed, I know that there are other people who are going through the same thing as me. You don't feel as stressed as you do when you're just alone. You don't even talk to your friends about business because they don't understand why you're doing it, or your family members. But when you have a mentor, you can talk to them, you can ask them questions, and life is just better. There's a quote, I'm not sure who said it, but it says, if I must die, must I die boiling? Do you know it?
No, first time hearing this.
Really?
Yeah, walk me through it.
It's kind of an analogy that says, if you must suffer, you shouldn't be suffering very hard because business is already hard. You have to make it easier for yourself. So you shouldn't die boiling.
Oh.
You have to find people who are on the same path, like mentors, coaches, all of these people to help you out throughout your journey so that you don't die boiling. You don't suffer, get depressed because of clients.
Wow, what a quote. I'm gonna use this, definitely. And speaking of parents, by the way, what do you feel like, what would you say to someone who, is getting pushed by their parents, don't do copy, do this, do that, and they're trying to give you their beliefs about the world and how you should make money? What would you tell someone? Because I've been in this situation, you've been in this situation, we've all been in this situation.
So what I would say is that your parents don't know what you know. They grew up in a different generation, a different era. So even if you present to them with money and all of these things, they might see that it works. They'll still tell you that get a degree, get this, get that, simply because that's all they know. So you know better than them. I'm not saying they're stupid or dumb, but you have more information on the journey that you want to take. So just go for it and make sure that it works out, because you wouldn't want to prove them right on the things that they say. You make sure that it works for you. And something else is that stop listening to them or being under their influence. If there's a way that you could get away from your home or get another place where you could stay at and just grind, go there. Because even if you're at home, if you're around them, they're going to influence you, your thoughts, your beliefs. Everyone you talk to influences who you become. So you might want to stay away from them. That's one thing I would say.
Yeah, I can totally relate with this. Because when I was living with my parents, I could never grow, I could never scale. But once I started living on my own place, that's when my head, it became peaceful. I could finally just do my own thing, have my own beliefs, you know. And that's something my friend actually is actually struggling with. He doesn't go to college, he dropped out, and he's pursuing like video editing, I think. And he's living with his parents. And he constantly complains to me about, oh, my parents send this and this and this and this and that, and they don't believe in me, and they constantly tell me this, and they constantly feed me with doubt and all this crap. If only I could live on my own. And that's what he's telling me. And the time we actually went on a little trip for like 3 weeks, and while we were staying together, he made like 5 times more than what he usually makes with video editing. It's insane.
Wow,
all because he wasn't around his family and he was around me. I don't mean it in a weird way. I didn't coach him. I didn't tell him anything. I mean, he was around somebody like him. That's what I mean. Isn't it insane? Like, you literally become, if that it doesn't prove that you become the sum of the 5 people, or 1 person actually, at this case, that you spend the most time with. I don't know what does.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So any final secrets you wanna reveal?
I think we revealed a lot of secrets. Now this is gonna be a masterclass, and people are gonna pay for it.
Yeah, now we're gonna slice at $97 price tag, and they're gonna pay for the secrets, right? Here's how to get access to this secret interview with this undercover copywriter who's making 1.5K a month under her parents' nose. I don't know. Venom, it was so good speaking to you. So yeah, hope you all got some value out of this. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, share with your grandma, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.